Dude, I could literally start immediately.
Oh, we mow it.
I could start immediately.
Oh, we mow it.
How you like that, dude?
Oh, we mow it.
We on, baby.
Here's exactly what yesterday we recorded a full podcast, talked about race for about an hour.
2 hours.
2 hours straight. It was a lot. And now it'll just be me saying something and backpedaling on Chris Deliah. Well, kids are hot these days. I mean, I'm not like defending him or anything, but it's going to be that for an hour and a half.
No. It's just,
but here's what was scary.
Yeah.
He got called a pedophile.
Sure.
And everybody was so happy to call him that on Twitter.
It's pretty fun.
There's literally, it is. Look,
it's pretty satisfying to call
I heard the
someone
news.
a pedophile.
When I heard the news, I was like, oh, nice. Immediately got on Twitter and I was like, fuck, that sucks for him, huh? But, there's no way of controlling it. There's no way of being like, hey, everybody on Twitter, we got to wait until someone's proven guilty before he's number one trending in America as pedophile. Yeah. That's a rough one.
Oh, dude, I didn't think
it got worse than ours.
Apparently,
it gets worse. Dude.
Apparently,
yeah.
I mean, they hit the DAWG with just like masturbator.
Yeah,
aggressive.
No,
they hit him with aggressive masturbator. Well,
that was after the initial. He gets hit with rapist a lot.
Does he?
DAWG?
Really?
Yeah. King Louis.
King Louis gets hit with.
King Louis gets it. They bring that to his table.
Of like,
he just says no.
Just
get this out of here. No.
But Deliah, man, I read it. It's damning. The only problem is, again, it was like the Aziz Ansari situation where girls like hung out with the famous guy and he just wanted to fuck me. It's annoying.
Yeah, that was
like,
a couple of them were like, all right, shut up, keep it fucking moving, lady. And here's the fucked up thing is it's like it's like, man, why do they all come out at once? It's like, well, they finally feel brave enough. It's like, or do they see other girls getting a lot of likes?
Dude, that's a valid question. It's a valid
question. Valid question.
Anything's on the table anymore. I'm not
doing
this.
2 steps forward, 1 step back.
We live in a country right now where the media is blatantly lying to the population. So anything's on the table, dude. But yeah, the problem is too when you see the thing that made me laugh is when a lot of them are like, I was like a beginning comedian. I thought he was going to advise me, and he just wanted to fuck me, which is super annoying. It's like, of course you want to. You did 2 open mics, and you think this guy now like that's your mentor, a famous guy DMs you. You're like, oh, perfect. This is how this works.
Yeah,
I do stand up twice.
They saw funny people. And they're like, oh, I just do 1 mic, and then Adam Sandler makes me famous.
Yeah,
It's so a couple of them are like, oh man, it's just a pile on, but then you see the 1 or 2 that's like he's DMing like 16-year-olds like.
You see the indefensible, the indefensible ones are just like, how old are you again? Well, I just think you can't tell young chicks they're cute, man. It's like, it's weird.
As hard as it is.
Or lament the fact, you can't lament a chick's age via text. It's like,
and then I'm sitting there, I'm like, damn, dude, I better not get fucking popped on any of these.
Like what?
Because they immediately put up a clip of him being like, 14-year-olds are not 14 anymore. They're 35. They're hot.
I saw that.
It's like, oh.
I saw that.
Yeah, if I get hit on anything, there's gonna be clips of me being like, I'd fuck Lewis's son. Like, there's just like,
I immediately thought about that. I'm like, dude, people would be like, shut it off. Enough. All right. There's more. Like, shut it off, God damn it.
Yeah. So
if you had to go to like a C-SPAN thing, like I did say kids were hot.
I did say kids, Your Honor, I was kidding.
I was talking about the gymnastics show, and I did say those kids were hot.
They were hot kids hopping around.
Like, for the record, do you think those kids were hot, Mr. Gillis? You'd be like, those kids
for the record, sworn testimony.
Damn.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did they ever do that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You had to do like a newspaper over your face.
Kids were fucking hot. There's nothing I can do. Running out of the courtroom.
Yeah, well, it was funny too because there was like one of the girls too. This is actually kind of funny. This kind of ties into other stuff. One of the girls who came forward, I think her Twitter name's Goblin. She was like, I'm like reading her thing. I'm like, man, that's really shitty. And then she's like, her link is just like my webcam, my OnlyFans profile. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, webcam model. So now my wheels are spinning, dude. I'm going like, all right, he totally might have hit you up, but it's like right now I've seen this thing where people are like,
go with this.
People have been complaining about cops, right? They're like, people like, they don't understand cops are a dangerous job. And people are like, yeah, have you ever met a sex worker? And it's like, what? There's no comparison there. Like, have you ever gotten butt fucked in the back of a Subaru in a legally parked car? It's like, I guess, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you a hero. It's like, I saw people been trying to be like, you think cops got it rough? Imagine being a sex worker. It's like, That's a weird compare. Like, imagine being a coyote and sneaking people over the country.
Yeah.
All right. So you would just be like, you know, get away from. But yeah, it's pretty
that
fucked.
sinful physique.
It's pretty nasty, dude. But you know that, and again, it ties into all the shit that, you know, like people getting canceled for shit. It's like, you know, with like the D'Elia shit. It's just like he's going for young, bro. He was going for young. And the problem is, I'm not trying to like slam the dude. It's like, you know, none of his friends, all of his friends are like, look, I had no idea. It's like, all right, do I buy it? No. But it's like, you know, I don't know. I've watched everyone's reaction to that. Like, I just want to state for the record, I did not know he was fucking young chicks. I know he liked chicks. I didn't know they were young.
Yeah, it's like I knew he was fucking young chicks by looking at his ripped jeans. Yeah. What are you talking about? He's 40 with ripped jeans. True. Get him out of here.
True.
But, you know.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if I don't, you know.
I'm not shitting on the dude. It's just, again, it's like
his MO was, look, he was making comedy to get sniz.
Yeah.
So his comedy was kind of, it was pop.
Mm-hmm.
It was gay.
True. And he got the Bieber bump.
Yes.
So his fans, Bieber was his favorite comedian. And then Bieber bequeathed him a nation of very borderline fans.
Look. Never mind. There's nothing to say on that.
Well, this was the discussion I had with Spud, and it's like, you know, and this is what they were saying people are kind of against, of like, you know, as a dude with a bunch of money and prestige, you're not supposed to go after young chicks. You're not supposed to be trying to fuck them. And it's like, I could agree. It's not the best for your personal situation to go for, like, you know, I'm talking like mega success, mega influence. Yeah. But then again, it's like, what's the fucking age? You know, what? So, okay, we're going to say, like, yeah, maybe it's weird to be 40 and try to fuck 20-year-olds. Although, you know,
it?
I don't, that's the thing.
Is it?
I don't, and this was the discussion.
You say that now. Wait till you're 40.
I mean,
you know what I mean? It's like when people are like, I hope I'm dead when I'm 80. And then you hit 80 and you're like, I don't want to fucking die. Yeah. Same thing, dude. If I'm 40 and someone's like, is it weird to fuck 20-year-olds? I'll be like,
well,
I think it's pretty cool if you can pull it off.
Yeah, but there's the theory of it, and then there's the actual.
This isn't great.
No, but this was an important. What you're speaking to is what I was saying. It's like, it's not really like, I get the cultural implications of like, yeah, man, it's probably not the best thing if you're 40 years old and you're like bopping around with a 20-year-old. Like, there's a huge time gap, and like if you can sit there and pass time with a 20-year-old girl, something's probably kind of wrong with you if you can lay afterwards and be like, yeah, it's so fucked up. Your friend's being mean to you, man. That's fucking crazy. Yeah. Anyways, my second house. And there's like, what the fuck are you talking about? But when people try to be like, oh, that's just fucked up and weird, it's like, well, yeah, but like, again, biologically speaking, this sounds really bad, but it's like, you know, 23, like, dudes are looking for signs of fertility. That is like a
D'Elia was just trying to reproduce.
No, he was not. He was being a pig, dude. But it's like,
he pigged out.
He pigged. But when people are like, "Oh man, it's fucked up," you shouldn't like. What's the age then? If you're, what is it, like 5 years, 6? Like, Muslims figured it out. Half your age plus 7, which is actually really fucking young. But
I don't think Muslims figured that out.
that was the Muslim rule: half your age plus 7.
You sure? I thought that was like the uncle's rule.
I read Roots, bro. Did you read Roots? You would know. If you read Roots, you would know. It's half your age in the very beginning.
Fiction.
In the very beginning, Alex Haley took some, you know, he took some, you know, leaps. But that was the thing. Like,
they tried to give the Muslims credit for wanting to fuck young chicks.
They said Muslim rule is half your age plus 7. So I think in the book, the guy was like 34 and had like I don't know the exact math. It would have been 34 is what, like 17 plus 7, 20 something, 24. I'm going to take a stab. So it was like.
That's actually pretty good.
But then back then in the village, you know, according to the book, Alex Haley and Roots, who, yeah, did get people. But it's funny too. The book came out and people were like, motherfucker. And they're like, I'm going to sink this fucking thing.
Yeah.
But they were, in the beginning of it, in this village, there's people there, and it's like, if you're a lady and you say you're like 35 and your husband dies, you're allowed to take in like a second 18. Let's just call it 18. Back then, might have been like 16 or 17 in the, you know, ancient village. Yeah. But you would take in a young boy and train him in the ways of sex, and then release him to his wife. If you were a widow,
I'm sorry.
So in the African Roots village, yes. Right?
You explained it right. I was just not.
Yeah, in the book Roots, that's what, if you were a widow. Or, yes. You know, I mean, you know, I don't think back then chicks just like didn't get wiped up.
It's fiction. So this guy just came up with like a very hot erotic
I think this
story.
Dude came up with
Definitely, he came up with like pure stepmom porn.
Or someone like super
I've been thinking
old.
This. How many stepmoms do you think have actually been stuck? You know what I mean? Since this genre. How many kids have walked in to see a stepmom stuck in the sink and just been like, "You're a pervert. I'm out of here." Anyway, so it was like,
It's had to happen. It had, of course.
It should be. They should make one where. Never mind. That'd be a horrific movie.
Well, they should. Yeah.
Woman's like, "What are you doing?" No. Turns the disposal on to break her hand out. She's like, "Oh." 47 hours later, or whatever that movie is.
Or make it a little. Yeah.
They should make a movie with that, where some guy finds James Franco in that cave.
Which one?
When his arm's stuck, where he was the mountain. Some dude's like, "Oh, perfect."
Fucks him.
Just fucks him and leaves.